Now joining us on stage, please welcome Tetiana Petruk, who will be presenting on Ukraine experiences and best practices of veteran reintegration into civilian life, sponsored by MetInvest.
Life is a journey. You set off on a journey full of faith in the future. You overcome challenges. You celebrate successes. And you always perform your duty with dignity. Whether by the fire or under fire, tempered by the flame, you steadfastly stay on track and help others to do the same. So that one day you can return home and take up peaceful work to dream and make dreams come true. To enjoy simple things. Yes, life is a journey. And no matter what happens along the way, you can always prevail with dignity and find yourself.
Good morning, everyone, and the warmest greetings from Ukraine. Today, I'm going to speak about the situation of the veterans in Ukraine and about what MetInvest in particular is doing for the reintegration of veterans and their smooth transition period to the work. But before I start, can I please kindly ask you to greet our heroes, our veterans who are with us today in this room. Guys, please stand up. Thank you. So, the war has been going on for Ukraine for 10 years by now. Since then, the population of Ukraine has changed significantly. It has changed both in terms of the numbers and in terms of the structure. A lot of women and children have to leave the country, saving their lives from the war. Even more families have become internally displaced. The working age of the population is shrinking significantly. Currently, we have 1.5 million serving in the armed forces of Ukraine. 6% are back to the civilian life. We expect the number of those who serve to be even more in the nearest future. And unfortunately, we will not be able to overcome the shortage of the staff, of the labor resources, without demobilized people coming back and taking their working places or taking the new places. Saying that, the veterans are becoming a new main force for the Ukrainian economy recovery after the war. This is the powerful force we are going to have in the nearest future after our victory. MetInvest, being one of the largest private enterprises, private businesses in Ukraine, has more than 9,000 people being in the army since the full-scale invasion, which started in 2014 for us. We are currently having more than 1,000 people who are back. And under the circumstances, and the circumstances are such that all our enterprises are located in the southern eastern part of Ukraine. This is Zaporizhia, Kryvyi Rih, Pokrovsk, 20-30 kilometers from the zero line. And we, as nobody else, feel the shortage of the personnel drastically. Thus, our priority is to employ as many people who are coming back from the war as possible. And for these reasons, we are trying and we are building programs. We are building an ecosystem for veterans reintegration. I should say that Ukraine is struggling through difficult times. At the same time, we are gaining experience which nobody else in the world has. We have the war on our territory. We are fighting for our lives. We are defending our families, our children, our future. Thus, we have heroes all around us, whether these are on the front line or these are civilians who are coming to their working places every day, who are performing their duties every day under constant missiles, air sirens. So the heroes are all around us. We are supporting the Ukrainian economy, we are supporting the Ukrainian army, and thus we are bringing our victory closer. And I am confident the experience which Metinvest has would be of great use and of great value, not only to the businesses, but also to the state bodies and governmental organizations. And we have already received a lot of feedback from the different organizations asking us to share their experience, to share our knowledge. And as such, we have to, and we are ready to be the driving force in this process, to be the role model of the companies and to share our skills and knowledge. And we are trying to make the transition period for our veterans, for our demobilized people, as effective and as efficient as possible. We have created an ecosystem, as I said, and here are the 4 main principles of it. Responsibility. If you ask me who is responsible for the integration of the veterans, the answer is everyone. Everyone, starting from the CEO of the company till the head shift in the workshop. Everyone should bear responsibility and should be engaged into the process. The other principle is equal possibilities, internal fairness. Our motivational schemes, our bonus schemes, personal appraisal systems, job evaluation positions are the same regardless veterans or non-veterans. Honoring and supporting the veterans in our program should be aimed at uniting teams, not dividing them. The other principle is consistency and sustainability. We do understand that the life is not going on to be the same as it used to be before the war. And we are building our programs on the principle of systematic approach and consistency in order to provide the business with consistent development. So we are saying that it is not a one-time action. This is a system with which we would live from now on going forward. We are not creating a separate business processes. We are adapting the processes. We are adapting them to the new reality, to the life which is going to be according to the new standards and new principles, and which we would live with dignity. So if you ask me, how does it work in practice? Based on the results of the internal research we have conducted with, among those who have already returned to their working places, as well as to the results of the national research, which my colleagues is going to share with you later on today, we have developed a set of programs which are aimed at different areas of veterans' needs and which we try to assess in the best way possible. Among them are different ones, such as psychological rehabilitation, medical aid, legal consultancy. We are supporting families, we are working with the families and supporting children of our servicemen. We are providing different types of trainings for those who are back. If they forget or lost their skills, we are ready to retrain. We also provide higher education to our veterans within our first private polytechnics in the corporation. But what is worth mentioning and what I would like to point your attention to, we are working with the veterans not when they are back, We are beginning to work when they are still in the service, when they are still being mobilized to the army. We are trying to keep in touch with them where possible, of course, by all means. We use different instruments such as Telegram channels, chat boards. We are conveying the company news to them, but the main message which we try to convey is please be back alive. We are waiting for you here. We are ready for you here. We have the working places for you. Just be back alive. Apart from the internal corporate programs, we are also participating in Rinat Akhmetov's initiative and project Heart of Azovstal, who has allocated $25 million for this project. Azovstal is one of the biggest company's assets in the city of Mariupol and is known for the heroic deeds of the Ukrainian armed forces defending the city of Mariupol for 86 days. We remember the fight of all the heroes. Tragically, a lot of them have been killed, or are missing, or are captured. And the Heart of Azovstal supports all defenders of Mariupol. And currently we have almost half of the 12,000 of defenders who is covered, and members of their families who are covered by the Heart of Azovstal assistance and support. The project provides different kinds of support to the defenders, starting from providing housing, buying apartments for those who are returned from the captivity, taking care of the families, supporting the kids, the children, also providing career opportunities for those who are ready to take a next step in their life. To learn more about the project, you can follow by the QR codes which are on the screen. And to make the long story short, being all together, Ukraine and the whole world with us, we would definitely win in this war. The victory would be ours. Glory to Ukraine. Glory to our heroes. Thank you.